A controversial change for the state of New York, legalizing an option for couples struggling with infertility.
Some states have had laws in place making surrogacy illegal, but now for the first time, people are allowed to have gestational surrogacies in the state of New York. News Nation's Felicia Bolton tracked down a couple trying to conceive using this newly legal method of family planning. And tonight she shares their hurdles that they're facing to have a family of their own.
Yeah, for this New York couple, they knew they would never be able to have a child the traditional way. So they started the process of in vitro fertilization, IVF, to one day find a surrogate to carry their firstborn child. The journey came with many medical complications of its own, but the legal battle that followed was not what they expected.
On the outside looking in, Alex and Kelly CESARE are a dream couple. Not shy from cracking jokes at any given moment. The pair met in the Southamptons in 2013 and later married in the fall of 2019. But the New York duo is still looking for one more addition to make their family complete.
We haven't found the baby mama yet, but she's out there.
She's somewhere. Alex and Kelly are searching for a woman to carry their first child. They say compensational surrogacy was their first choice in family planning.
Although we count our blessings daily and we're so thankful for all the gifts we have in this world, I've known since I was a teenager that carrying a child wouldn't be an option for me.
Kelly has had congenital heart failure since birth. At the age of 2.5 years old, she says she had her first heart transplant. She survived the surgery only to discover just a few years later she had childhood cancer. 6 months of chemotherapy and extensive treatment led to another miraculous recovery. But at the age of 11, the tides would turn yet again.
Felt totally fine. I had no side effects, and they found that my right coronary artery was 90% blocked. And I received my second transplant within 10 days, 11 days.
Her heart condition and medications prevent her from ever having a child. So they started the journey of surrogacy.
A lot of these women that go out there and they're going to carry this baby for 9 months for somebody else is probably the ultimate gift.
Some people might ask, why not just adopt? What do you have to say to them?
We do want to adopt one day, but it was important for us, for our first child, to be genetically ours.
You know, at the end of the day, it's, you're 100% right. You know, we could just, adopt and things like that. And that is something we definitely want to do. It's a mutual choice. I think surrogacy and adoption are part of what we want to do.
With the help of doctors at Cornell, they were able to extract her matured eggs. Embryologists then determined which ones were healthy and would survive.
Luckily, we were able to get 11 healthy embryos. We had to do genetic testing as well, which was another hurdle, just to make sure that my congenital heart disease wasn't passed on to our children.
Then yet another hurdle. The pair discovered surrogacy was illegal in New York.
Bit of a shock, from a state where they are on the forefront of, pushing some, progressive legislation. It was just very much a shock for us.
Because of the legality, their dream was put on hold. The newlyweds started to consider moving their embryos to another state to get the process done. Then the state of New York passed Child Parent Security Act, permitting compensated gestational surrogacy for the first time ever. Effective February 15th, 2021, gestational surrogacy is legal in New York. Currently, Louisiana, Nebraska, and Michigan have laws that ban surrogacy. Indiana and Arizona have strict restrictions on the process. Dr. Nasca Fontes is the CEO of Conceivabilities. She called the new law a win for third-party reproduction.
Many of our clients have actually tried to or have previously gone the adoption route with or without success. And so this is another step in their journey towards family building.
The company has been recruiting, screening, and matching parents with qualified egg donors and surrogates for about 25 years. For a fixed price of $139,000, the organization pairs potential parents with a woman willing to carry their child. On average, the women are usually paid about $44,000.
So there's a lot of reasons that people do pursue surrogacy. whether they are same-sex or your traditional heterosexual couple, or single or male. This is really just one option in their arsenal to build a family.
The CESARE family still hasn't found their match, but they are hopeful with the help of Dr. Fontes, it will happen soon.
Down the road, it is a possibility for me to need another surgery or another stent or whatever it may be, but I think having a very strong partner is the key for me because he's always by my side, and I know that whatever life brings, you know, with our family, he's my rock and he'll always be there.
And as of today, the family can finally start searching for a match because the legal restrictions are lifted in New York.